we just finished on the last video I did for the undercover pastor. It doesn't work to post links to YouTube underneath the sermon resources because you have to like upload a specific document. But what I did is I just made a hyperlink under the description of the sermon, and I uploaded it to YouTube. And so then if you just click here, it takes us to YouTube to be able to watch that video. So we've got all that there on this one. Now, so the one we're going to work on next is we're going to work on this one, Rebuilding the Wall. And so this series, if you'll notice here, it says March 8th, 2015, message not recorded, sorry. And then we've got Rebuilding the Wall, and then a Rebuilding the Wall Part 3. And so those should have been put together. But then there's a few issues we have. If we go here to the Rebuilding the Wall one, we have the notes from 3/7. But if we look back here at the calendar, we see that 3/8 was the Sunday, 3/7 wasn't. So that's off a little bit. But then the other thing I noticed is that in the sermon audio files, they actually did record some from that day. And I checked them out. And let's go down here. And there's 3 different files, and in this first one there's one of someone given like a Lent testimony, which we can include that. The next one is just like a really short bit, and then the next one comes in and there's like over, I don't know, I want to say around 20 minutes of the message. And so I'd say we should go ahead and just edit that together, and just maybe you can even record part of your voice saying, unfortunately, part of this message was not recorded, and so we now jump to the middle of the message and want to allow you to, listen to whatever. Let's see, I'll try to record something that way. If you don't want to take the time to record it, you don't have to, but let me think of something to do right now, and then I'll do that. Let's say, here we go. This is Pastor Darrell from Rochester Life. I just wanted you to know that unfortunately part of this message was not recorded, and so we're going to go ahead and provide you with as much of it as we have. So here we are in the middle of the message. Thank you so much. You can use that if you want or not, do your own thing, whatever. But if we provide as much as we can, I think that'd be good. And then, so anyway, that's week 1. And then this is week 2, the 3:15. And then week 3 is 3:22. Okay, so that being said, we want to get ourselves some pictures. So we want to go back to Files. We want to go to Sermon Slide Storage. Then we're going to go to 3:8. And change our view here. Alright, so this will be the one we'll grab. And we'll go back. Repair the altar, and then he's got restore the temple. I think we want this Rebuilding the Wall Part 2 is what we want. Yeah, we'll take that one. Makes me want to go back to the other one and see what was there. Alright, let's go back to this. Okay. We already got that one. I was just seeing if there was a better one. And then rebuilding the walls. There we go, I'll go with this one. Okay. So, let's open up these and rename them so we can keep track of them. So this is for week 1. Walls title. Let's do Walls 01 title. And that's part 2. Walls 02 title. And here's 3. Walls 03 title. And then we're going to make one for the main picture. And so for that, we'll go ahead and open this in Pixelmator. And then we'll go ahead and just crop the picture of the wall. We're not going to include any text because it's all got part 1, 2, or 3. So we'll just include a picture of this wall. It's better than nothing. And then we will change the image size to be our 1400. And then we will change the canvas size to make sure both dimensions are 1400. And then we will export that as a JPEG. And we'll just do walls title 1400 by 1400. All right, now we've got the pictures that we need. Now if we go in here to, this was the main page. So let's go to the part 3 page. And let's just make sure we have these things downloaded. So we'll download the audio. So we've got that. And then just to double check, I'm sure we don't have sermon notes since you didn't include them because you're really good at doing that. Let's just double check sermon note storage for, oh, we do have some maybe. So here are our sermon notes for part 3. We want to include those. So let's go ahead and download those. And now I'll go back to Church Webworks and we'll come in here and rebuilding the wall part 3. This is one we don't want to keep because it is a duplicate. We don't have any way to merge them after we've made them by accident, so we'll just get rid of them. But I just want to make sure there's nothing in here that we want to save. All right, and that says March 25th. I don't think that's correct. No, it should be March 22nd anyway, so. All right, well, we're deleting this page anyway, so delete. And this is the series page, so we'll delete that too. All right, now we'll go here to the one we're keeping. And again, we will get rid of, actually, you know what, I'll go ahead and get rid of this now, the March 8th one, where it says no message, because actually there is one, and we'll add that. Plus, no one might be looking for that now, so we'll just get rid of that placeholder now, and then when we add it in there, it will not matter. One less thing for you to have to worry about later. So we're looking at rebuilding the wall. All right, so we got the series rebuilding the wall. And then we're going to upload our main series image. That's the one that has to be 1400 pixels by 1400 pixels. And we're going to go to Downloads. And there's that walls one that we made in Pixelmator and exported. We'll upload that. Alright, so there's our walls picture. Better than nothing. Again, not great. It doesn't necessarily have text, which would be nice, but we are going with that. Then we've got this sermon that says it's from the 15th. Let's double check that. Now, rebuilding the wall. This is going to be part 1 of 3. Or nope. This is part 2 of 3 because part 1 we don't have yet, right? Because part 1 was the one that's on the 8th where we're going to have some problems with that audio, but we should be able to at least salvage something. Add files. Alright, so we want a part 2 title here. Because again, this is the one from the 15th. Alright, March 15th was indeed a Sunday, so that's good. And sermon notes from that one are there. This one, that's actually the 8th. And that's right there, so that's good. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and remove these now. You can add those whenever you add the actual sermon from March 8th. But as of now, people won't be looking for that anyway, so we might as well just keep the things related to the March 15th under here. It was a good call since we didn't have the other one, but I think we'll be able to put something up, or if not, we'll put a placeholder and have it under there, if that makes sense. But for now, I'm hoping you'll be able to add the March 8th as we talked about before. Okay, so I click Save Page. Alright, so under rebuilding the wall right now it comes up to 2 of 3, and that's the only one we have on there. And actually we can take off that date, right? Because it's the only sermon notes we have now, so we don't need to distinguish between the two. So we'll just go sermon notes and save. Okay, so now let's add our other one. So now we're on edit series name, so this is the series wall. And we come down here and do add sermon. And then this is going to be rebuilding the walls. Is it wall or walls? Rebuilding the wall. Part 3 of 3. And then we'll upload the audio. And it doesn't look like it's working, but it actually does it in big chunks. Okay, so that's finally done. Now it'll process this real quick. And we come back down, it's still processing. We'll go ahead and say leave Holmes lead pastor. This one was from March 22nd, 10 a.m. We want a download link. We want to add sermon notes. We will upload those. We already downloaded those, so they should be here in this PDF. We want to make the page active. Let's go see how it's doing. Oh, it's back at the series page. So let's go back. Alright, I'm noticing the difference here. We capitalized the on this. Let's fix that. Alright, so now we're on the series page. Let's go here to 3 of 3 where we were just at and see if our change is kept. Alright, we need to upload the image for this one. The Walls 3 title, open, start upload, resize, crop. Alright, we got the right dates on there, got the download link, got the sermon notes, the page is active, save it. If I click save again, it'll take us back to the series page. Alright, let's check this out. We go to messages, we go to rebuilding the wall. So if I edit this series name, there we go, that's consistent all the way through. Just a silly little thing. Alright, now let's refresh. Alright. Rebuilding the wall. Rebuilding the wall part 3. I don't know why that still stays capital. That's interesting. Oh well, not a huge deal. All right, so rebuilding the wall. Then we got rebuilding the wall part 3. Got our audio that we can hear, hopefully.
So we're coming towards the end of Lent here. I think we're like day 29 or something today out of day.
And then we've got our sermon notes here. Good. Then we've also got part 2 here. And then when you're able to get part 1 edited, like I said, as best we can use it, and that will be great as well. We've got our sermon notes. Nice. You can see that's coming in right. And our
Take a moment. We've been,
audio.
what are we, about 3.5 weeks into the Lent season now, and we are going through this place at the table devotional. At least some of us are. You picked up that book.
Good deal.
Hopefully you've been enjoying that. Those of you.
All right. So I think we call another one good. The only thing I'm going to do is because I'm curious. Here we go. This header. Rebuilding the wall. See if I can make that T small here. Let's see. Oh no! I might come in again here. How is it that I can... Isn't that weird, those little things that can be annoying? That's alright. I'll refresh these, and if it doesn't change, that's fine. I'm not going to waste time hunting it down. It's just I'm curious as to where that information's coming from if we haven't been able to find it yet. All right, well, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. But anyway, so we just need to add that first one, but otherwise, it looks good. Good job.